It's time now for a deeper dive into some of the week's top stories with our Insiders panel. I'm very happy to be joined this week by Indy Chamber Vice President, Indianapolis Economic Development, Portia Bailey-Bernard. Also, Your Moneyline CEO, Peter Dunn, and also known as Pete the Planner, of course, and Bose, McKinney and Evans partner, Victor Smith. And welcome one and all to the Insiders.
Thank you.
It's good to be with you.
I want to start about economic development. Victor, that is your bailiwick, certainly among many others, but big announcement, semiconductor announcement at Purdue.
Yeah.
Taiwanese company announcing its first partnership with an American university, substantial investment, be about 30 jobs or so. What's the significance of this?
Well, the two things I would say. It's next generation chip design, which is really important to bring back to the United States, the first thing I'd say. The second thing, I think it's a really good affirmation to Purdue and their recent decision for the degree programs in the semiconductor field. I think this is affirmation that the market wants that. I think a lot of these semiconductor plants and investments that we've seen are going to be focused around major universities, and I think Purdue's really doing a good job to help attract some of those. Yeah. President Mitch Daniels and Dean Mung Chiang, both personally involved in that, I know, and I don't think this is the last semiconductor-related investment that we'll see up in those woods.
Interesting, as a follow-up to that, Mung Chiang, the incoming president, starts January 1. I sense he's going to be involved in a lot of these economic development deals.
Yeah, I mean, personally, we're involved in several projects right now, and we've seen his direct involvement. He is an economic development-focused person. The practical approach of Purdue being a partner with business to solve problems, rather than just the pursuit of what an academic purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple of big announcements this week regarding logistics and transportation. DHL announcing expanding its supply chain presence in central Indiana, 400 jobs at a Johnson County facility. Also, Jones Trucking announcing an investment in Delaware County near Muncie as well. Portia, as you look at especially the DHL announcement, a lot of jobs and presence, expanding presence. It's an important industry for the region.
It's a very important industry for the region. When I'm out pitching to businesses and companies to relocate and expand in Indianapolis, this is something we tout for folks to want to be here. Transit is just so important. It presents educational opportunities, job opportunities, business attraction and investment in neighborhoods. And so it's definitely a key component to our economy.
Yeah. It's crazy to think on all areas of the city, the Circle City at least, you keep connecting to these other cities, up 69, up 65 in the last story, 70, and the crossroads of America is just getting bigger and bigger and better for business.
Yeah, literally the crossroads. Another connector, if you will, the recent announcement by Indy 11 of a new stadium in downtown Indianapolis, the Diamond Chain site, which is very close to Elanco's new corporate campus, White River State Park, other stadiums, Lucas Oil, Victory Field, etc. But connecting, that's been a big part of the Indianapolis success story, being very connected. This project, which is a stadium, but a lot more, residential, retail, your thoughts on that, Pete?
People are really excited about it. Now, I'm the assistant coach of a 13-year-old girls soccer team, so I'm sort of an expert at this topic. Not only is soccer the hottest sport in America right now, but the women's Indy 11 team is on fire as well. So I'm thrilled. I will be a season ticket holder down there. I'm very excited.
Yeah. Portia, as you look at that and what that can become ultimately, soccer, of course, in the stadium, but the additional development.
I mean, this mixed-use development is going to completely transform the Southwest corridor, and it's pretty much on par with what we're seeing across the country. And no longer developers building just a freestanding stadium, but more this comprehensive district. We're seeing it in Atlanta. We saw it in Nashville. I mean, kudos to the Southwest corridor. It's going to be amazing there.
And I think the scope of the project is pretty impressive. This is a live, work, and play village, really, is what it is. And talk about connectors. It's also connecting the new Elanco headquarters right across the river. It's going to be lighting up and igniting the White River State Park expansions, I think, along the river, and then with the Lucas Oil Stadium. So it's perfectly poised to be a good connector. And it's going to be interesting to see because it takes all partners. It's going to take the city, it's going to take the state, and it's going to take private sector, which we're really good at. So look forward to this project.
Victor, as you look at this, everybody talks about talent. Do you see this project, and again, you mentioned Elanco, and what that area can become as being really a magnet for talent, whether it's for there or just Indianapolis in general, looking at that kind of development being something that's going to say, hey, for especially younger people, say, hey, I maybe want to live there?
I think so. I mean, just, you mentioned Elanco. There's going to be about 2,000 fairly young people down there on campus here, in the next couple of years. So I think it all plays well. I really do.
Yeah. Another big story this week, an important organization for Central Indiana, much of the state, the Central Indiana Corporate Partnership, announcing a leadership change. David Johnson, who's been the CEO there for 10 years or so, announced he's stepping down at the end of the year. So a leadership transition there. There's been a lot of growth, certainly, at CICP and its member organizations, BioCrossroads and Connexus and AgriNovus, any number of those organizations. Portia, as you look at what's next for CICP?
It's exciting. I mean, CICP is a close partner with the Indy Chamber. A huge initiative we're working on now is Business Equity for Indy, which is set on creating more of an inclusive, equitable economy for Indy's Black residents. And I mean, David's just such a phenomenal leader and very forward-thinking about the key sectors in Indiana's economy and our workforce. So, I mean, I'm sad to see David go. Those are big shoes to fill, but it's an exciting time for a new voice and change.
Yeah. Back in the 80s when sports became a big deal in Indianapolis, you thought that would write our history for quite some time, and has. I think the CICP is in that same sort of vein with these tech companies, integration with the Tech Point, and this is a big story. I think it's really important.
And CICP has been recognized, that organization and some of the member organizations nationally, as kind of a model for other communities. Victor, as you look at it and what it has become with, again, AgriNovus, Ascend Indiana, these groups that have really begun to flourish.
It's been a good way to tie industries together and companies within certain industries together, that's for sure. It's also been a good partner, as Portia mentioned, for the economic development teams, because you can point to consortia of companies that are in Connexus, AgriNovus. You can point to those. I think this also is going to provide a good opportunity for CICP to take a look at this as an opportunity. With every change, there's an opportunity to see what is it that they want to do, that they want to focus on. Maybe they want to add some things, consolidate some things. I don't know, but I'm saying it's an opportunity for them to better what their mission and delivery skill.
As we talk about economic impact, economic development, the economy is in focus and has been for a while. Inflation, obviously, is front and center. And the Indiana Farm Bureau are out with their annual 4th of July cookout expense survey, if you will. 13% higher this year for burgers and all the things you do at your cookout.
I've solved the problem. I'm going to my in-laws. I make them pay for it. I'll say this. People love complaining about inflation, Gary. I've not seen it change behavior yet.
Really? Not yet? Okay.
Not yet. It's going to soon because it's starting to crush people.
I've warned people coming to my cookout, I'm a vegetarian now. We will have lentils, rice, and beans. No meat.
Victor, okay, crystal ball, how do you see this inflation thing playing out here, do you think?
It's inevitable, right? If conditions stay the way they are, they're going to have an impact, like Pete said. I really just think it's a matter of time. It is. Unfortunately, it's a matter of time.
Victor Smith, Portia Bailey-Bernard, Pete the Planner, Peter Dunn, thanks very much for joining us, and we'll be right back after this.